what really pushed us to look for the service management solution in the first place was we started business in 2018 was when our company was formally registered. We really ramped up in 2019. As you can imagine, that time period was a challenging one for most small businesses. And then because of um, the health situation, we were forced to not be at the office as often as we would like, even though our staff complement at the time was probably about 5 or 6 persons. So because at that time we had to find a solution that could be accessed remotely, similar to what it is that ServiceBridge offers. So that is what pretty much pushed us to do it. We know we needed something, and we were coming from a background where it was all paper based. So that really pushed the drive to say, hey, everybody lives maybe about 50 or 60 miles apart from each other. So with that being the case, it's not a case where, oh, I need this from Damien, let me run and go grab it from him because I need some information off it. That forced us to make sure that everything that we did from the beginning had to be accessed no matter where we were. We looked at a couple, none that I can remember actually. But one of the critical things that was a part of any solution that we did, it had to be able to offer that QuickBooks integration. Because when we just started, naturally, one of the first things you do is your accounting software and then everything else. Because as it is that you start to do transaction as a business, you want to make sure that financially you have all your records in one place and all of that. So whatever solution it is that we sought had to have that. And fair enough, you guys were one of the very few solutions that offered anything even close to that in terms of a native solution. So how we learned about ServiceBridge before we actually took that plunge, I have history working with the desktop version. I'm not sure if it's the same company of Service CEO. So at the time, that's what we were rocking before in a couple of organizations that I worked with before. About two of them used the Service CEO. And even at that time, I was saying, hey, but we have field engineers that are 100 miles away. How do they get the information back to us? So because that is what we're using at the time, I was charged with getting it done. But one of the prohibiting factors at that time was that the business was running for a decade. Everything was manual, everything was on paper. So it was prohibitive at that time to start. So when it is that we started this company, I remembered that, hey, Service CEO used to work very well for us. Let us see what ServiceBridge has to offer.